Tony Craig, really big welcome to Tonbridge. Tony, it's great to have you here. How are you feeling?
No, I'm really pleased to be at this football club. I'm pleased to finally get over the line, and I'm looking forward to my next chapter in my career.
I was going to say, a long and distinguished career. Let's take us through it. I think people mainly know you probably as Latin Dorking, but then before that, long career with Millwall, Palace. You tell us, Tony.
Yeah, no, I've had a career for 24 years, 845 league appearances. So something which I'm really proud of. You know, it's one that every kid wants to dream, being a professional footballer, and thankfully I've lived that dream. I come through the youth system at Millwall. I made my debut at 18 years old. I made 332 appearances for Millwall Football Club. Club captain, had a testimonial, and thoroughly enjoyed my time there. I've had a career where I played for Crystal Palace, been there for a season. I had 3 successful years at Brentford Football Club. Played 125, 130 games for them, which are a fantastic football club. Then obviously I moved on to Bristol Rovers, Crawley, Town, and I finished my career at Dorking Wanderers.
Let's just say that number of appearances again, Tony, because I think that's substantial amount.
Yeah, 845 games.
845,
yeah,
that's over what time span?
Oh, so I made my debut when I was 18 years old, and I finished at 41. So. Good many years there, you know, in the professional game, and I just feel very fortunate to be a part of the game, and looking forward to my next chapter now, which is going to the coaching side.
Yeah, I think you made, just before we move on to, I think you made your name as a sort of a classic centre half. Is that fair enough? You know, it doesn't give centre forwards a moment's peace.
Yeah, no, it's one of them. I started off my career as a left back, and then when I was 26 years old, I made this decision to move over to a centre half because the game evolved. You know, there's a lot more attacking fullbacks, and that wasn't a strength of mine. Mine was a good one-on-one defender, being aggressive, and went over to centre half, and I think that done very well my longevity. I think that's why I stayed in the game for so long. Moved over there, and it was sort of like a smooth transition for me personally, and it was a move which at the time I had to make, and one which I certainly don't regret.
And also, you're part of that exciting Dorking journey under Mark White. What was that like?
That was good fun. You know, I really thoroughly enjoyed my 3 and a bit years there at Dorking Wanderers. Exciting club to be at, obviously entertaining, and it was just one of them where it was a fitting end for me personally. I think it was a great place to go there for the last 3 years. Go and enjoy my football, which I thoroughly did, and it was an environment where something different happened every day. It was an enjoyable one.
Yeah. They've used the phrase "new chapter" coming here to Tonbridge Angels. Your first venture into a coaching role. Tell us about that, Tony. How it came about and what you expected.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited. Obviously, I've got my badges. I've got my A licence. I've done my youth modules and that. So I've been working 3 years at Millwall Football Club doing the under-16s, and I've been very fortunate. The clubs I've been at, you know, so like at Millwall, very kindly helped me come in, helped do the 21s. I've been to Brentford, they've helped me do the B team session. So again, I've had the experience of going into first team environments to do a session, and now's my time to give back to a club. And obviously with Dunne, I've known him for a good number of years. He obviously Dunne's seen me grow up. We've played together, both sort of notorious to be defenders, hard grafting people who don't leave nothing but their best on the pitch, and wear our hearts on the sleeve. And Dunne's obviously sold the project to me. I know what he's all about, and obviously I see Dunne going far in the game. You know, I would have been here now, and I want to be a part of that journey with him, and I'm looking forward to giving my experiences, and more importantly, what I've learned by playing, give it back to players now.
Of course, you know all about the National South, Tony, and I think, you know, those of us who have watched the National South for a number of years, it's getting better and better, isn't it? Stronger and stronger, seeing more and more money coming in. That poses real challenges, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it does. You know, it's an exciting league to be a part of. It's a good league, and as you alluded to, it's good quality as well. I think it takes a lot of the clubs who come down, takes them by surprise because they don't realise how good some of these players actually are. I think we're very lucky that we're going to go into 2 days, 2 mornings a week now, which I think is very, very important, because obviously the players are here, they're settled. You know, they're not travelling from their jobs at night, coming in, because sometimes players are obviously travelling all up and down London or around the country, and sometimes it's difficult for them to get in. They can be late and they can lose sort of crucial moments in the team analysis. So being in a day is sort of no excuse, and we've got the players on board with that. And now we've got time, we can take our time on the training pitch, but more importantly off the pitch as well with the analysis, and we can give a lot more feedback to them, and hopefully they take that information on, and I think that'll hold the club good going forward.
Yeah, the game's changing as well a little bit, Tony, if I may say, in terms of the looking after players, the different type of players coming into the game now that perhaps you and Dunne were when you started on it. Perhaps a bit more old school then, if I can say that. Now, maybe different type of characters. How are you going to sort of adjust that? And there's going to be times when you probably have to throw teacups, but also put your arm around the shoulder.
Yeah, no, well, the game's, everything's evolving all the time, isn't it? You know, we're in a new world at the moment, aren't we? You know, and I think, like you alluded to there, the old teacups getting chucked around, that don't happen no more, does it? You know, so you've got to be a bit more calmer, you've got to be a bit more talkative to the players and put your arm around them a lot more nowadays. You know, of course, there's got to be stern words said at certain times because obviously people ain't taking the information on, they've got to be told. But more importantly, we're as a coaching staff, we're going to be players who hopefully develop players, improve them, and hopefully we can see that on the weekend. And like I said, hopefully we can get a good couple of years out of these players, and if they move on, then brilliant. We've done our job at the same time, but we want to be successful at Tonbridge first.
Yeah, I was going to say, what would represent success for you, say next year, personally, and from a club perspective, Tony? How would you measure that?
I think it's one of them. I think you want to improve year in, year out, don't you? I believe last year they got 60 points. I believe is that
60
correct?
points,
So, like I said, so that's our first target. You know, we've got to get more than 60 points, and that's what we're going to put the pressure on ourselves, and then let's see where it takes us.
Yeah. Well, it's fantastic to have you here, Tony. I'm sure you're going to be a huge asset to the club, and look forward to working with you.
Brilliant, thank you.